the Savannah Solar Bears and the Dallas Toros playoff series here in the JBLL. I'm Mysterious Fish. Joe Dog is your ref.
Yo.
Grave is streaming, and Rated is just here as their analyst. Game should be starting soon. A bit of issue for Savannah prior to the game getting enough players. Face-off win there for Savannah. Over into the wall, and it's sent up by Dallas. Back goes Chocolate Milk, I'm pretty sure. Savannah sends it up, but it's intercepted by Dallas. Goes back and quick feed. Dallas intercepts it again. They're getting a little rush going. Passes it over. It's a shot. Scores! Sparky Penguin opens the scoring here in game one for the Toros. And they will take an early lead in this one. Dallas with a bit of a different lineup than their first round series against the Rams. But as long as it still works for them, they will be making it to the finals. Face-off underway. DNA with the win, and Savannah sends it right up, but it's too far for them to get it. Good hits there, a shot, and that'll be stopped by Bursk. Sends it up to the right side. Over to Sparky. Shoots and scores! Sparky Penguin gets another one, making it 2-0 off of a great play by the Toros. Sparky wins the face-off, sends it back to Chaos. He sends it over to the close side Siphon. Siphon shoots and scores! 3-0 in the first minute of the game, as Siphon got that one. Face-off win again for Sparky. He sends it back to Chaos. We find Siphon on the side. He cuts in the middle, shoots and scores!
Oh my god.
Siphon with another goal, as they are just dominating this one against a goalie who has yet to play this season in Salted, and a team that was basically just built today. DNA wins it. He sends it forward as a shot, but it'll be easily stopped by Bursk. Sent up to the far side to Gus, but it's intercepted. Gus gets it back. Tries to send it over to Siphon, but Salted lobs it up. It's picked up there, a shot, and scores! Sparky with the hat trick. It's 5-0. Bit of a rough performance so far for the 2-seeded Savannah Solar Bears. They need to get some momentum going if they want any chance.
It's 7 more clock runs, right? It's 7-1 clock runs, right?
Yeah, should be. Gus sends it up to Siphon. Siphon cuts in the middle, shoots and scores!
Oh my god.
Siphon gets a hat trick of himself. And it's now 6-0, not even halfway through the first quarter. DNA wins it. He goes up, shoots it. It'll be another easy save for Bursk, who sends it over to the far side. Gus the Cow tries to get it over to Siphon, but he gets it back. Good defending there, but they can't get it out in time. Shot, scores! Siphon with his 4th of the game makes it 7-0, and runtime has started. Very early into game one of this series. DNA wins it. He sends it back to Mountain Q. Q tried to get it up, but it was intercepted. Dallas sends it up to Sparky. shoots and scores!
Yeah.
8
Dude,
nothing, and this game's already over. I mean,
Dredge.
DNA is trying as much as he can, but one man cannot do a whole team's job. Dallas, Gus the Cow shoots and scores.
Oh boy.
Gus gets on the board, and are we sure this is a playoff game? Because this Savannah team does not look like the team they were in the regular season. Face off won by Sparky, but couldn't get that siphon. Intercepted there by Chaos. Chaos sends it over to Siphon. He had lost it for a second. He shoots and he
Dude,
scores.
what is this? Wait, Hank?
Five, 5 goals
Hang sign? What? Dude, what? Hold up.
is Peng sign.
Why
Because
is Peng
Peng's on
here?
right now. Yeah,
Yeah. Home.
Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We face off when DNA sends it up. Chaos sends that out. And I think there might be an investigation on Peng being on. It
He's
is 10-0 Dallas after the first quarter. The game ended so early on, but we still have another 3 quarters to play and then another game to witness. Rated, do you have anything to say about this game?
he's deafened. The
Okay,
game
Joe
so far
Doug.
is just a blowout. I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say. Dalton only has one save with 11 shots, so yeah, this is just a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's a very embarrassing game. And, I mean, they need to do something about this. Just get some goals and hopefully the game can kind of turn around, but I really think it's already way too late for that. Ball was spawned and it's sent up. Chocolate Milk was unable to get there first. Burrs sent that up and DNA might have the first good shot opportunity. He
And it's
shoots
the
and
first goal.
scores! DNA will get Savannah on the board. It's now 10-1. Face off win by DNA. Dredge sent it to DNA. He shoots
Oh
and he
shit.
scores.
Wait, do we allow Badgers in net?
Savannah's starting to get on the board. It's now 10-2. Sparky wins the face-off, sends it back to Chaos. Chaos taking his time and gets a shot off, but a easy save for Badgers. Back it goes. Lingu. The stolen there. DNA went to get it. Sends it over to Dredgen. Shot. And that'll be stopped there. Siphon. Sends it back. Gus sends it deep to Siphon. Shot. Stopped there by Badgers.
Badgers has more saves than Salton now has.
DNA. Going up shot. It's blocked there by Sparky Penguin. Up to Siphon, who takes his time. He's going up the wall and sends it over to Gus the Cow. Gus over to Sparky. He shoots It goes wide. Siphon went to get it. He's behind the net. Looking to find an open teammate. Shot clock is starting. Over. Gus shoots. It's stopped there by Badgers. Sent up.
My fault.
Deep. Dredgen shoots. Off the bar and then stopped. Gus up the board. Sends it over to Siphon. Siphon shoots and scores! Siphon gets 6. As it's now 11-2 for Dallas. DNA wins it. He sends it back to Mountain Q. Tried to send it up to DNA, but it's intercepted by Gus the Cow. Gus, taking his time, finds Siphon. He shoots, and he scores another. Make that a 7th of the game, and it is now back to a double-digit lead for Dallas. DNA wins the face-off there, and he just tries to send it in deep. Dredgen was unable to get to that first. Stolen there by DNA. Shot. It didn't go as he got hit and the ball taken away. Mountain Q sent it in deep and Bursk went out of his net to get that. He gets hit twice and having to send it a wide open net. DNA shoots, but Bursk was able to get back in net safely to make the save. Gus the Cow over to Siphon. He shoots. Badgers with the save. Sends it up and Dredgen looks for DNA, but it doesn't go. Dallas lobs it up, and that'll be the first half. 12-2 for Dallas. Definitely a more competitive quarter there. Shot 17-8. Joe Dog, what were your thoughts on that first half?
It was definitely better. It was definitely a what up? It was definitely a better quarter by Savannah. They obviously got points on the board, and they only allowed 2 goals compared to the 10 last periods. So it was definitely an improvement.
An improvement is always needed. The DNA won the draw and it was sent back to Mountain Q. That pass was too far for Dredgen, and now I think Dredgen got that off of the hits, but Chaos was able to get that back. Gus the Cow finds Sparky on the far side. Sparky sends it to Siphon. He shoots. It's off of the post. The field. DNA finds Chocolate. He was unable to get a shot off there. Gus the Cow sent over to Sparky Penguin. He shoots. It's stopped. Tried another, but it's big hits. Another shot. Scores! Siphon again. And he will make it 13-2 here in the third quarter of game 1 in this series. DNA wins it. He sends it back to Mountain Q. Tried to get it up, but it's stolen. Sparky dashes forward, shot off of the post, and Badgers will send that up to Mountain Q. A deep pass over to Dredgen. Tried to get it to DNA, but Siphon was able to pick that off. Siphon taking his time. He sends it over. Sparky shot, and Badgers with a big save. Sent up DNA over to Dredgen. He got hit, but DNA was right there. He dashes forward. A weak shot there and an easy save for Bursk.
Yeah.
Shot clock activated. That'll be off the post and picked up there by Bursk. Sent in front by Dredgen, but DNA was able to get after. He tried to get a shot, but it was blocked and unable to get it back. Mountain Q tries sending it up for DNA, but he was unable to get there in time. A lot by Bursk. Dredgen Hit 3 times and it's stolen by Siphon. Sparky Penguin finds Siphon. Siphon back to Sparky Penguin. Shot. Stopped by Badgers. He's looking for an opening. Shot clock activated. A lob intercepted by Sparky Penguin. Regained possession is Savannah. Dredgen. He's looking for a pass to DNA. He gets it, but it's stolen there by Siphon. Siphon sent that up for Gus the Cow, but Q was able to get to that first. Chaos. Over to Siphon. Shoot! And it goes wide. Badgers out of his net to get that. Lobs it up, but safely picked up by DNA. He had no one to pass to. It sent up to Sparky. Sparky back to Siphon. Good defense.
You're
There
cut
by
out.
Savannah, but Siphon picks that right back up. Chaos over to Siphon.
What?
It's stopped there by Badgers. Badgers sends it up. Shot at the buzzer, but that'll be stopped. 13-2 after
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Savannah needs to figure out a way.
Oh, my fault. Alright.
Savannah needs to find a way to get past Dallas if they even want a chance at winning game 2, because that should be their only focus now. DNA sends it up to Dredgen. He shoots and he scores. Savannah with an early goal in the 4th quarter to make it a 10-goal difference. DNA tried it again, but Dredgen was unable to receive that pass. Gus the Cow, taking his time and examining his options, cuts in. Gus shoots and scores! He gets his 2nd of the game. And Siphon not a part of that goal, but it does not matter as it's 14-3. DNA wins it. It's a blocked pass by Sparky. DNA recovers that. It's sent up, but Siphon was there to pick that off. Over. Sparky Penguin dashes. Shot off the post. Rebound. Stopped by Badgers. Sent up there. Passing it over to Dredgen. Shoots. Badgers with the save. Up the far side is Sparky. Off of Siphon, but he did not get that. Badgers out of his net. Not Badgers. Bursk out of his net to get that. Gus the Cow finds Siphon. He cuts into the middle, shoots, and scores! Siphon at 9 goals in this game, and it is 15-3. Just over 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Pass back by Sparky to Bursk. Over to Chaos. Off the back of a Savannah defender, and DNA able to get a break. Shoots off of the post. Dredgen shot. Stopped by Bursk. Coming in big there. Gus the Cow. 360. Finds Siphon, or at least tries to, but it was intercepted. Bursk. Over to Gus the Cow. Gus the Cow sends it back to Siphon, but it was unable to reach him. Sent forward by Dredgen, but he couldn't get possession back. Siphon. Over to Gus the Cow. Back to Sparky. Over to Siphon, but it was picked off by Dredgen. Interception by Sparky. He shoots and scores. 16-3 as Sparky gets his 5th of the game. 1 minute left here in the 4th quarter. DNA wins the draw, tries sending it up to Dredgen. He's unable to get to that first as Siphon tried sending it up. Dredgen with big hits there. Over to DNA in front. And it's stopped by Bursk. Up to Gus the Cow. Dashes forward. He gets a shot off the post. Over to Siphon. Siphon back to Sparky. Sparky cutting in. Shot. Stopped by Badgers. It's sent up, but Chaos was able to get to that first. Gus the Cow. Over. And it's picked off by good defense. Siphon got that back. Off of the post. Rebound. Easy shot. And that'll be the game.
Yeah.
10 goals for Siphon.
Alright. That Dallas anyways.
What are we delaying for?
I'm getting the stats, don't worry. Oh, what the fuck?
Game 2 is underway here in Dallas. DNA wins the face-off. It goes off of Gus the Cow with DNA. Got it back. Stolen there by Gus the Cow. Sent in deep to the Savannah zone. Chocolate sends it up to DNA, who finds Dredge. Dredge shoots, scores! It looks to be that Bursk is a little AFK, but Savannah
Dude, what?
is on the board. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
Peng just scored.
they allowed. Uh,
Now short a guy is Savannah. DNA up to Mountain Q, who just sends it in.
uh,
Okay. Um,
maybe a whistle.
Sparky cuts in, shoots, and scores. Um, a bit of a weird one.
Okay. Dude,
What is Peng going on about, bro? Face off underway. DNA wins it. Sends it up to DNA shoots and scores.
yeah.
It's 2-1 Savannah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I, DNA wins the draw. Up to Dredgen. He tried to get a shot off. It didn't go. Siphon. Up to Sparky Penguin. He did that earlier already. No, I mean he went on Dallas and stepped on and
Dude, you have arena lock, not team lock. You had arena locked.
no, you just locked the arena. Anyway,
Hey, what?
yeah.
Oh, my fault. I'm
Sent
retarded.
sent in deep.
Blurred out.
It's live. He kind of can't. Anyway,
Oh,
Siphon sends it up. Shot attempt there by Sparky, but it was blocked. Siphon. Badgers with the save, and he sends it up. Gus the Cow. This, I think Peng has staff, so he can just do whatever. The shot, that'll be stopped by Bursk. Sent with a deep pass. Big hits there by Savannah. They send it up. DNA. He's unable to get a shot, so he sends it over to Dredge. Dredge passes it back to DNA, but it was intercepted. DNA tried to get something going, but Chaos will send it over to Siphon.
yo.
Shoots and scores! Siphon will tie up the game here at 2. Off of a great play by Dallas. This is definitely a closer game than game number 1. No. let them have fun,
Yeah.
and they can think that it counts.
I probably will.
You,
Unless it's playing.
DNA, over to Dredgen, shoots and scores. 3-2. And
I waited like
Savannah
a decade.
take the lead in a game that doesn't count. Dredgen,
Yeah.
siphon, over to Burst. Gus the Cow sent it in deep there. Tried to get into the slot, but Q was there. Chaos tried to get it over to Siphon, but DNA was there to intercept that. DNA tries to get it over to Dredgen or Chocolate. Hard to tell, but it didn't go no matter what. Dallas going up the wall, but Q was there to intercept that. Bursk sends it in deep, but it didn't go. Dallas dumps it, and Badger's out of his net to get that. Sends it over to Dredgen. Dredgen over to DNA. He shoots. Stopped by Bursk. Sent up the wall. Gus the Cow tried for a shot, but there was not enough time. End of the first quarter. It's 3-2 Savannah. And they are just going to continue to play here in a game that won't count. DNA wins the draw. Sent over to Dredgen. But it was good defending there by Dallas. Siphon. Good defending there by Savannah.
Well, Badgers is in net, but
Gus the Cow tried sending it to Siphon, but it didn't go.
what?
Then up high to reset the hit count, but couldn't get anything going. A shot and scores. Gus the Cow will tie it up at 3 apiece. Face off won by Sparky. Sends it back to Chaos. Over to Siphon. He finds Gus the Cow. He shoots. And he scores again. His second of the game. And it's 4-3 Dallas. No, he's a fielder.
He's on the breeze and their goalie's brown.
Yeah.
That would be a little cool though. Yeah.
Not enough people for that.
Yeah, nearly not.
A shot and scores. Sparky Penguin gets another one on the board. It's 5-3.
It's just,
Chocolate.
chocolate. Okay.
Yes.
I'm.
The game
Yeah.
didn't count anyway, so
No, he's gonna just fly over everything.
what is Peng
He
the
went into the
owner?
camera. You could just do that in spectator, guys. No, he was just. Need to run with my team. No. Yeah.
Alright. Gus the Cow up the field, sends it over to Siphon. Shot stopped by Badgers. Dredgen up the side, sends it to DNA. DNA shoots, stopped by Bursk. It's sent up for Chaos. He gets that over for Siphon. It's a bit too far, but he did pick it up. Siphon to Gus the Cow. Cuts into the middle. Sends it over for Chaos. Chaos sends it over to Sparky. Sparky over to Chaos. And that'll be stopped there by Badgers. Going up for it is DNA, but he was unable to pick that up. Gus the Cow over to Siphon. Shot and scores. Siphon gets his second goal of the game, making it 6-3 for Dallas.
Wait, what?
DNA wins the face-off. Sends it over to Dredgen, but he was unable to pick that up. DNA. Good defending there by Savannah. And Dredgen will run up the field and waste the rest of the time.
Oh my god.
No. Also, I gotta go in about like 10 minutes. Not that it matters anymore, but yeah.
Abstract is on their team.
Wow.
He's not even at the field yet.
Realistically, they should have left the time how it was. But you know. Chocolate's
Oh,
bad.
yeah, I did.
Abstract is there. Right.
Alright. They now have a actual team, let's say.
DNA sends it up for Dredgen, but Chaos was able to get there first. It's off the ball. DNA tried to get it over to Dredgen, but was unable to succeed on that pass. Siphon over to Sparky. Siphon. Good defending there by Savannah. Siphon over to Gus the Cow. He shoots and Badgers with a big save there.
Forget the camera exists.
Bursk to Gus the Cow. Tried to get it in front, but Abstract tried sending it up, but was unable to get it off of him. Gus the Cow. Back to Sparky. Shot attempt, but it's blocked there by Mountain Q. DNA. The deep pass over to Dredgen. Dredgen had no one streaking middle to get a pass off to. Gus the Cow tried to get it to Siphon, but DNA was there. Abstract tried getting it to Dredgen, but it's intercepted. Up the field is Sparky. Sends it over to Siphon. Siphon shot off the post. Abstract picks that up. Tried sending it to Q. It was successful in a way. Siphon sends it over to Gus the Cow. Shoots and scores. Gus the Cow with a hat trick in this one, making it 7-3 Dallas.
Painful to watch.
DNA wins the face-off. Sends it in deep in the Dallas zone. Burst over to Siphon. Sends it to Gus the Cow, who looks for Sparky, who was able to get that. Intercepted by DNA. Tries to get it to Dredgen. It connects. Abstract. Tried sending it to the middle, but Chaos was there to defend that one. Siphon. Shot. And that'll be stopped by Badgers. Dredgen. Tried to get a pass off. It didn't go. Dredgen. To DNA. Abstract. In front. DNA tried to get a shot off, but was hit. DNA. Another shot attempt blocked. There. A long pass to Siphon. Gus the Cow receives a pass. Back to Chaos. Spent it over to Sparky Penguin. In deep for Siphon. Shot and scores! Siphon gets himself a hat trick there. It's 8-3 Dallas. Face off ready and DNA wins it. Sends it up to Dredgen. He tried to get a shot off, but was unable to do so in time. Siphon. Over to Sparky. Shot off of the crossbar. DNA tried to get it to Dredgen. Unable to go. Siphon. In deep. Cuts into the middle. Shot. Scores. Underneath Badgers as Siphon picks up his 4th goal of the game to make it 9-3. DNA with another face-off win. Sends it into the corner of the Dallas zone. Burst sends it over to Chaos. Back to Burst. Intercepted by Abstract. Shot attempt did not reach the net in time. 3rd quarter is done. 4th underway in a bit. It is 9-3 Dallas. As we get ready for the last quarter of this game. Off the back of Gus the Cow, Sparky tried to send it over for Siphon. Dredgen was there. Tried getting it to DNA, but it's picked off by good Dallas defending. Siphon. Over to Sparky. Shot stopped by Badgers. Tried to get it to DNA, but good interception there. Siphon. Tried to get a pass or a shot off, but was unable to in time. Gus the Cow. Shot off the crossbar. It reaches Siphon. Shot, and that'll be stopped by Badgers. Sent up, but Chaos was there. Dredgen with the steal there. Sent it to DNA, but he's unable to get that as it went past him. Siphon gets past. A shot. It goes off the side of the net. Badgers sends it to his left side as Abstract was there. Abstract cuts in the middle. Shot. That'll be up by. Cuts in, shoots, and scores. 10-3 Dallas with 2:35 left in the 4th. Run time has started. DNA wins it. Sends it.
It's
It already
enabled.
started. Yeah. Mountain Q. Tried to get a pass to Dredgen, but Bursk was able to get there first. DNA. With a little break. DNA shoots and scores. He gets his 2nd of the game.
think it does it on
making it
itself.
10-4. Run clock turned off. Sparky Penguin sent it back for chaos, but good pick off by Q. DNA, another break, shoots, and scores!
Damn.
DNA will get a hat trick. Same amount of goals as Savannah scored in game 1. He has already in this game. Minute 50 left in the game. It's 10-5 Dallas. It's sent back and Bursk sent that. Dredgen tried sending it to DNA, but Chaos was there to intercept that. Gus the Cow finds Siphon. He doesn't get a shot off, and they just lob that up. Unable to get that. Sparky tried getting it to Siphon. It went off of a Savannah player. He shoots and scores. 11-5 now with another Siphon goal. A minute 16 left. DNA wins the faceoff. Blocked by Sparky. He tried sending it back and no one was there, so Abstract picks that up. Tried to cut in for a shot, but was unable to get that off. Gus the Cow taking his time and space. Finds someone in the middle, but couldn't quite get a shot off there. It's back. DNA shot and scores into the corner. It's 4 goals for DNA and now 11-6 Dallas. I feel like Dallas led off a little bit. DNA kind of dump that in deep. Bursk over to Siphon. Siphon sent it over to Gus the Cow, who scores, making it a 6-goal lead once again with 31.7 left here in this one. Sparky wins the face-off, tried sending it back, but he's able to get that off as it went off the back of DNA. Nice little turnover there. Siphon. DNA got back and was able to pick that up. Abstract gonna take his space. Sends it in front. DNA shoots and he scores.
You just end it.
7.8 left. DNA wanted one more. And he clearly got it. Sparky wins it. It's sent back. They will dump that in. And
Oh my god!
Siphon scores with 0.8 left. Final score will be 13-7.
Maybe. If they get a goal off,
And there it is.
Alright.
Dallas will
do.
sweep the 2-seeded Savannah Solar Bears as they move on to the JBLL finals.
Oh, our finals already? Damn.
Tomorrow. No, wait, not tomorrow. Next week.
Oh, it's
Next
next week.
Dallas, aren't they? No, Dallas is
Oh no.
off to the finals, right?
Yeah, they're on. They're at the finals.
That
Yeah.
was